Okay, welcome. Welcome everyone to session number 323 of Kevin Reed's A Course in Miracles. Today we are in the Workbook for Students, Part 2, question number 14, the final question. All right. And that question is, what am I? What am I? And I'm just going to make a little suggestion as you listen to this, as you read it. Try to feel yourself merging with Jesus. All right. What am I? I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of His love. In me is His creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God Himself. I am the heaven where His love resides. I am His holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides His own. Our use for words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared. And thus you joined with me. So what I am, are you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of, nor describe. Yet we can realize our function here, and words can speak of this and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. We are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this, our gift, is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice of God proclaim the world as sinless. Ours, the minds that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to all our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. We are the holy messengers of God who speak for Him, and carrying His word to everyone whom He has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts, and thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought He suffered. Now He is redeemed. And as He sees the gate of heaven stand open before Him, He will enter and disappear into the heart of God. So, what am I? And this first paragraph is italicized for emphasis. All right, you could take it as like a proclamation. All right, it's as if when they used in the old days, they would have heralds blasting horns to let you know there was an important announcement coming from the king. All right, Or in symphonies, you hear the horns take over, announcing like the final movement of a symphony. All right. This is the final question. This is Jesus telling you who he is and who you are. All right. I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love. This is what we will attain. All right. This realization, this awareness. This is why I suggested you feel yourself merging with Jesus. Because it might as well be you saying these things. All right. Because of your willingness to practice forgiveness. All right. To practice having your perceptions corrected. All right. In me is his creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. So I see things differently. I am the holy home of God himself. All right. You will realize this. Everyone will realize this at one point in the journey through the hologram of time. Okay. Our useful words is almost over now. All right. These were coming up on the final lessons. Right. And in the final lessons, let's just turn to one. The last 5 lessons, it's just this holy instant what I give to you. Be you in charge. For I would follow you, certain that your direction gives me peace. And those are the things to dwell on in the final days of the 1 year of lessons. All right, the 365 lessons, which is a course in mind training, just to get used to the idea, to train your mind to come into that part of the mind that remembers that you are God's Son, that remembers that you are complete and healed and whole. There is a part of your mind that knows that remembers that. And we approach that part of the mind so that we may have our perceptions corrected. All right? Because the mind being powerful, there's a part of the mind that truly believes the world of form is real. And so we bring those, when we think that this is some certain aspects of this is real, we bring it to that right mind. All right. And we ask, we're willing to be corrected, to be shown the truth. All right. Our useful words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared. Right. And that single purpose is to open the door to truth for everyone. Right. To realize there is no everyone, there's only the oneness. Right. And thus you joined with me, and here it is. And thus you joined with me. So what I am, you are as well. I am God's Son. You are as well. In me is his creation sanctified, and in you as well. All right. There is no separation. Jesus is a part of the mind that said no to the ego, said no to the thought of individuality and separation. Said, no, thank you. That's silly. So what I am, you are as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of nor describe. Right? So, as they say, the Course comes in an ego framework. Basically, that's the use of words, because that's how we communicate. We communicate ideas. But he says that what you are, right? What we are, Jesus is saying. What we are is not for words to speak of, nor describe. He says it's indescribable, it's ineffable. It's beyond description. Yet, we can realize our function here. Our function here is forgiveness, to see differently, to have my perceptions changed. Because my perceptions are the result of projected guilt. All right? In the beginning, I thought I did it. I separated. I felt guilty. I said, I got to get out of here. God's going to get me. I projected. My mind, the one mind, projected and made this everything you can sense. And all the people, all the lonely people, where do they all belong? And we project that original guilt onto everything and everyone, right? Until we get tired of doing that and realize it's ridiculous, it doesn't work, and it doesn't alleviate my pain. All right? So I become willing to see the truth, right? And as it says in the Course, love waits on welcome, not on time. So love, synonymous with the truth waits on welcome. I invite it in. I'm willing to see the truth. All right? And you practice that. That's what the 365 lessons are for, to help you realize that there's a place in the mind where you can go to for the truth. You just need to relinquish what it is you think is true. All right. I think this person is wicked. And I get to the point where I'm willing to have my perception changed. I'm willing to see the truth. And we just report that or announce that. And let it arise. Let the truth arise. Don't try to figure out what it looks like. Just let it rise up in your awareness. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak, not to words to speak of or describe. Yet we can realize our function here, right, which is forgiveness. And words can speak of this and teach it too, which is what we do with the Course, which is what we do with practicing forgiveness. Because words can speak of this and teach it too if we exemplify the words in us. So we teach, we speak of things by example. All right? All right? By this, they will know. All right? By example, we demonstrate. Teachers demonstrate. I demonstrate the forgiveness. I demonstrate that you're not guilty. Right? And however, if I dedicate myself to that, if I need to use words, I will know which words to speak. They'll come out. Right? If I need to do something, I will know what to do, because we're still in this world of form. Right? Yet we can realize our function here, forgiveness. And words can speak of this and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. All right? We are the bringers of salvation, which means the escape from the ego thought system. We are the bringers of salvation. And notice Jesus is now using the word we. All right? We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. Right? Through our perceiving the world through the eyes of truth, through the eyes of innocence, right? The world is redeemed. And this, which is our gift, right, is therefore given us. When I'm willing to see the innocence, I see the innocence in myself also. Right? When I'm willing to see the truth, I become aware of the truth about me. Right? So we accept our part as saviors, which through our joint forgiveness, the world is redeemed. It's released from the ego thought system, the world of form. We look on everyone as a brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. This is the sight in the real world when we have finally said no to the ego and we're here in form briefly. Everything reflects the oneness. Everything reflects the glory of our Creator and ourselves. All right? So, we look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Forgiveness is the function up until we reach the gate of heaven. We don't need it in heaven. So we're not looking to go past it as a function. All right? We will go past it. Right? But here in form, our function is to have our perceptions changed, corrected, and thus release the world from guilt. So we do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. All right? The forgiveness is only needed here in the world of form. All right? Knowledge will return when we have done our part. All right? When we have done our part, as they say poetically in the Course, all right, you will see the face of Christ and remember God. That face of Christ is the metaphor for the innocence. You will realize the innocence and remember your Creator and your relationship with your Creator. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. Right? So I'm willing to have the truth arise in my awareness while I roam through the world of form. So I'm willing to have the truth. I'm welcoming the truth. All right, I'm tired of projecting guilt, of being angry and scared and resentful. Right? I welcome the truth about the situation. And that takes a lot of doing, because there's a part of the mind that says, whoa, you're going to get wiped out. Right? You're going to suffer because of that. Because that wicked person, those wicked people, are going to get you and make you suffer before they kill you. That's the ego mind. So the ego mind is afraid of love, first of all, because it doesn't exist within the right mind. So the ego wants to stay around. The ego likes to fight, likes the chaos. And we are the ego. It's not a separate thing, you know. It's that part of the mind that has accepted individuation. I'm an individual. I'm separate from God. And here's Jesus telling me that what I am, you are as well. And Jesus said that, supposedly, in the Gospels, when he said, I and the Father are one. And he told the apostles, the things I do, you will do. Right? And they nailed him for it. They said that was blasphemy. Because the ego is afraid of the truth. Right? No matter what century it is. Right? The ego is afraid of truth. So Socrates has to drink some poison. All right? Knowledge will return when we have done our part. All right? When I have truly forgiven, I'll become aware of what I am. But here in form, we are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth, right? With having perception corrected. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. All right? So that's what we're working toward. Our eyes become the means through which we see everything is forgiven, because we're willing to see it that way. All right? Our ears, ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world is sinless. That's, you know, it's all very poetic metaphor, but that's the way it's going to be. That awareness, it will be like your vision is changed. Right? Your senses are reporting everything that's glorious. And this is no by and by pie in the sky, as Reverend Ike used to say. Look up to Reverend Ike. He was an interesting dude. All right? There's no pie in the sky by and by. Right? This is the experience that comes with the practice. And every time you practice, you come closer to the experience, because you'll see that there'll come a time when you can't stand even the slightest bit of guilt. You'll know when you have moved out of the right mind, and it's uncomfortable, quite uncomfortable. And then you just know, oh yeah, I must have aligned myself with the ego thought system. And we come back to an ever-loving, ever-forgiving presence in our mind. And we say, okay, I'm willing to see the truth. I'm inviting the truth back. All right? So ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world as sinless. There is no guilt. Our minds that join together, ours, all right, ours, the mind, that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to all our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. All right, so we have joined the mind of Jesus. Our minds are joined. And we have the awareness, and we invite everyone to participate in that awareness. All right? Share our peace. All right? Consummate our joy. Finalize it. Together as we bless the world. All right? We join our mind with Jesus as we bless the world. And we invite everyone to share in the peace that we're aware of. Once you become aware of it, you want to give it away. All right? Because by giving it, you don't lose anything by giving it away. When you give, you receive. And so, we are the holy messengers of God who speak for him, and carrying his word to everyone whom he has sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts. All right? The beautiful writing, the beautiful poetry of the Course. All right? We are the holy messengers of God who speak for him. You're innocent. You never left the oneness. And carrying his words to everyone whom he sent to us, we learn that it is written on our hearts. It's not that God sends people to us like referrals. It's everyone that we come in contact with. All right? No matter how long the relationship. It could be just someone at a checkout counter, a bus driver. Or it could be a lifelong relationship. All right? We are the messengers. We tell them they're not guilty. And we do that by asking, when I think they're guilty, help me to see. Help me to see the truth. All right? So we are the holy messengers who speak for him. And we carry his word to everyone. You're not guilty. We learn that it is written on our hearts as we do that. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. So our minds are changed about the aim for which we came. We think we came here to prove I'm separated from God. I did it. I did it, but it wasn't my fault. It wasn't even my idea. That's how we get along. It was him. He did it. All right? You know, blame it on Eve. It wasn't me. She told me to eat the apple. How could I refuse a naked woman offering me food? What a silly world. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came. My aim was to project the guilt onto somebody else. And in the meantime, keep my individuality, prove that I had separated, but keep myself innocent. All right? And so that aim it's changed. And thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came. And we seek to serve. All right? So I no longer seek to serve the idea of separation. I now change my function. I seek to serve forgiveness. All right? To proclaim everyone's innocence and to become aware of my own. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God. who thought he suffered, now is he redeemed. And as he sees the gate of heaven stand open before him, he will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. So, we bring glad tidings to the Son of God. All right, the whole sonship, everyone. Those glad tidings are that you're not guilty. You never left the mind that thought of you. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God who thought he suffered. All right? What else is this experience in this world except suffering? I mean, every now and then you have a piece of cake, but basically, this ain't easy. All right? So we bring glad tidings. You're innocent. You're not guilty of anything. You're never separated from God. God is not angry with you. All right? And now, the Son of God is redeemed, is released from the ego thought system. And when you're released from the ego thought system, you can see that the opening of the gate of heaven. You're entering the gate of heaven. It stands open for you. And you will enter in. And you will disappear into the heart of God, which is no longer a frightening thought. It's a welcome and comforting thought. We just blend into the heart of God. That's who we are. That's what we am. All right? It's wonderful to read this and like I say, merge with it. Merge with it. All right, I thank you for this experience, and I'll see you sometime in the future.